Right, we got UFC Fight Night Smith versus Teixeira. Now we got my guy Michael Johnson versus Thiago Moises. Michael Johnson, 33, 5'10", 73.5-inch reach. He's 2-3 last five, 11-11 in the UFC. And he's basically fought everybody, including Khabib, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Nate Diaz, Edson Barbosa, Miles Jury, Tony Ferguson. He's fought everybody. And we got Thiago Moises, 2-3 last five, 2-2 in the UFC. He's 25 years old. 5'9" and 70-inch reach. So Michael Johnson has about a 3-inch reach advantage. This is at 155. Michael looked very big on the scale there. I'm going to definitely make it a play. Mike Johnson, the line is probably at you can get a plus 105 right now. I'm going to make a play on Michael Johnson plus 105. I love the guy. He's a warrior. He goes in there, and I remember that Nate Diaz fight. I'm pretty sure he beat Nate Diaz. I was at my cousin's house, or maybe he might have just lost in the last round or whatever, but they had a battle. I remember where I was when that fight was on. But ever since then, man, Michael Johnson, big fan of his. He just goes in there and risks it all, and you gotta love those kind of guys, you know.
You nailed it. I have yours written down. Looks huge after the weigh-ins, face off, whole 9 yards. I don't mind Johnson by decision at plus 175 as well. You know what I mean? I might do like a full unit on Johnson and then maybe a quarter, half unit, depending, whatever on the plus 175. Thiago Moises is tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do like Johnson here a lot. He looked way bigger, and he looked filled out, healthy, smiling, not sucked out at 145. I like him at 155. I don't know why he dropped down. A lot of these guys that drop down, they're trying to look for a belt because I think they're fighting smaller guys, but they're just fighting smaller. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I like Johnson here as well.
Yeah, same for me. I think you guys hit the nail on the head. I mean, even though Johnson, he doesn't have the best record. He's lost to a lot of guys, split decision, knockouts, decisions, everything. But he's fought the best of the best. I mean, he's seen so many different looks. He fought the best of the best. I think this is going to honestly be a huge step up in competition for Thiago. I think he's going to kind of be out of his league. He's probably going to try to strike with him. He's going to probably get picked apart. So I'm definitely making.
I'm surprised at our price tag we're getting on. You know what I mean? It's a great price tag.
I know, right?
The problem is that if you look at his past 10 fights, he's probably only won, I think, 3 out of his last 10.
Tough guys, though. His face.
Yeah, exactly. But then you look at the wins and the losses, and it's like, Nate Diaz. Then he knocks out Dustin. Then it's back to Khabib. Then it's Gaethje. Then it's Elkins. It's like these are all like
badass guys.
Yeah. The only thing I sometimes worry about is what Michael Johnson is going to show up because. Sometimes he goes out there and it just looks like he comes in, he doesn't train, and he's just ready to throw down, and whatever happens.
Yeah.
So,
I think he answered that on the scale, the way he looked.
I'm all about it. I'm definitely going to make a play on him, especially at 105.
One hand on my money, 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 one hand on my buddy. That's the AK-47.